Hi, I'm Amadeus, one half of the Tidy Boys, and this is Tidy Stories, where I talk about some of the tracks that's been released on Tidy Trax over the years. Now, on part one, I talked about the handbag as you found out, but maybe I should have talked about this track first, because without this track, there would have probably been no Tidy Trax at all. In the spring of 1994, me and Andy went into the studio to create a track which sampled Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine and had a very big vocal sample. We sent it to London Records, they loved it and wanted to put it out, but they did have problems clearing the sample of the guitar lick from Sweet Child of Mine. So they said, while we're sorting that out, go back in the studio and work on a follow-up. So me and Andy went and worked on a follow-up. We went in the studio late one night and Andy Pickles started playing the piano riff from New Year's Day by U2. I went through our record collection and just started flicking through some vinyl, and I found a track by Alison Williams, Sleep Talk, and at the beginning of that track there's a bit of a vocal a cappella. So while Andy was playing U2 New Year's Day, I threw Sleep Talk over the top, and boom, it was in key. Out of time, but in key. We had the idea for a follow-up track. We came up with a track called Only Me. We got a vocalist in, Steve Edwards, and we wrote a verse and a chorus and a bridge. We wrote a whole song, and Alison Williams just did the chorus part. We sent it to London Records. They absolutely loved it and said, right, this will be the first release. Have you got a name? We quickly came up with the name Hyperlogic. I think the name actually came from, we were in the kitchen at Music Factory having a coffee late one night, and there was a box of paper on the floor and it said Logic Print Hyper Copies or something like that. So we just put the two words together. We saw a box of A4 paper that had the words Hyper on it and Logic, and we just put it together. But London Records came back to us and says, we've played it to the team, they absolutely love it, but can you do a remix without the big vocal, keep Alison Williams and take out Steve Edwards and just do a dubby remix? So we went back in the studio once more and did a dub remix where only Alison Williams and the original piano riff stayed. We took Steve Edwards and the whole song out, and when we sent it to them, they said, we love this remix so much, we want this to be the original. So the original track was born. So all it had was New Year's Day and, of course, Alison Williams' vocal. So the remix became the original version. And to create the hype, what London Records did, they put it out 1,000 copies on red vinyl, just to create a bit of hype. And this was to cause a bit of stir with DJs. Sent a copy to Pete Tong, he loved it and played it on Radio 1. And I've still got the report here which says, Only Me, original, only 1,000 pressed on red vinyl. We can't clear the sample, even though they had at the time, because it was replayed at the moment. So here's an exclusive, no label red vinyl. We don't want to get sued. Hope you enjoy it. Chart it if you do. So that was London Records creating the hype on 1,000 red vinyl copies. And then they had another marketing idea at London Records. A lot of the tracks that came out on London were also tested on a label called Huge Tunes, which actually is probably one of my favourite labels of all time. Red Jerry and Huge Tunes was a big inspiration at Tidy Trax, and it was a dream come true when London said, why don't we get another remix and put it out on Red Jerry's Huge to create even more hype before we put it out on London. So they pressed 2,000 copies of this. There it is, Hyperlogic Only Me. It's got the Red Jerry mix, and on the other side is a P and C mix. Now the P and C mix stands for something. It actually stands for Paul and Craig, and Paul is none other than Tool Paul. So So Tall Paul did this with his friend Craig Daniels, who worked in Trax Records in London, and the P&C mix was absolutely massive on this release on Huge Tunes and created even more hype till we got to the point where London Records sent out this promo to all the DJs. But with all the promo and all the hype, it wasn't until 1995, June 1995, that Hyperlogic actually came out on Systematic Records, which was an offshoot of London Records. Wigfield had previously been on that record label. So on Systematic Records, there it is, Hyperlogic came out in June of 1995 and charted at number 25 in the charts. And it also appeared on this, which is the first Cream live album. We got it on that compilation, which was mixed by none other than Carl Cox, so we were very proud of that. And then when it came out in 1995, it even ended up on Now 31, there it is, which sold over 600,000 copies. So Hyperlogic became a very big dance track, quite well respected and loved, and like I said, it came out in 1995. There was a 3-year license deal with London Records, but a lot of things happened after that came out. We set up Tidy Trax, we became the Handbaggers, we did other things, Tidy Trax got very big, and so we signed it back off London Records in 1998, and then we got some more remixes done, and this came out in 1998 with Untidy Dubs, Tintin Out remixes, Rhythm Masters remixes. Actually quite a big release was this for us on Tidy Trax. So there we are, that's the history and the story of Hyperlogic. Me and Andy, of course, and then on the follow-up, later on Paul James joined the team and we did a follow-up. But it's a great record, and we're really proud to have put it out, and with the success it had, like I said earlier on, without Hyperlogic Only Me, there may have been no Tidy Trax. So next year, me and Andy celebrate 30 years of Hyperlogic Only Me, and we'll probably get lots of remixes done. But for now, I want you to listen to this brand new remix by Liam Wilson. It's available now to stream and download. Check this out, Hyperlogic Only Me, Liam Wilson remix.